The Queen won't abdicate due to Princess Charlotte. Charles will be 80 before he's king. The Queen will not abdicate due to a surprising role great-granddaughter Princess Charlotte plays, a royal insider has sensationally revealed. According to royal expert Nick Bullen, Princess Charlotte's confident nature has given the Queen a popularity boost. He told Yahoo's The Royal Box True Royalty TV he was firmly of the opinion abdication will never happen, adding the young royal was one of the reasons why. He said, "I think the Queen sees what those boys and their wives bring. I also wonder whether she even throws forward to the great-grandchildren." Princess Charlotte, already at the age of 3, knows how to work a crowd. He added, maybe now through her grandchildren she can see a way of just staying on the crest of that wave. Mr. Bullen said he believes Prince Charles is more than ready to become king, but said he doubts it will happen before he turns 80. He also suggested many of the royals believe it was becoming king that ultimately killed the Queen's father, King George. He died of lung cancer age 56, but there were many reports he smoked excessively due to stress and anxiety. Mr. Bullen said, her mother lived to 101. The Queen is there for the long run. She could live for at least another 10 years. She's seen it all. She's done it all. She is the ultimate working mother and working woman, and I don't think she's going anywhere, anytime soon. In 1936, Edward VIII ascended the throne after the death of his father George V. He proposed to Wallis Simpson, his American mistress, causing a national scandal as she was already divorced twice. The Church of England refused to marry them on that basis, and Wallis went to live in exile in France. In December 1936, Edward abdicated to marry her, forcing his brother George VI, the Queen's father, to claim the throne instead. In 2017 Charles was appointed the Queen's successor as head of the Commonwealth. She has been handing over royal duties to him, and younger members of the royal family like Meghan Markle and Prince Harry, ever since. The Queen will not finish her Christmas break in Sandringham until February, for a very touching reason. In fact, the Queen won't even take her Christmas decorations down until she leaves with Prince Philip more than a month after Christmas Day. The monarch ignores the superstition that it is bad luck to leave Christmas decorations up after 12th night on January 5th. That is because the Queen stays in Sandringham until February 6 to mark the anniversary of her father's death. The Queen's father, King George VI, died at Sandringham House on February 6, 1952 at the age of 56. The then 25-year-old was on a trip to Kenya at the time and she returned to the UK as Queen Elizabeth II. Writing a month later in March 1952, the monarch revealed her sadness at her father's death in a letter to his private secretary, Sir Eric Mville. The Queen said, "It all seems so unbelievable still that my father is no longer here, and it is only after some time has passed one begins to realize how much he is missed. My mother and sister have been wonderful, for they have lost so much. I do have my own family to help me." It is one of a number of traditions the royal family follows when they spend the festive period at the Queen's Norfolk estate each year. In another nod to her father, the Queen continues his tradition by giving Christmas puddings to her staff every year in December. Other royal festive traditions include opening their presents on Christmas Eve. Prince George, Princess Charlotte and little Prince Louis, who was born in April, will open their gifts a day early on December 24th. The royal family's website says, on Christmas Eve, the royal family lay out their presents on trestle tables and will exchange their gifts at tea time. On December 25th, the royal family attend St. Mary Magdalene Church with crowds of well-wishers gathering outside the church in Sandringham to see the royals. And the Queen and Philip, who celebrated their 71st wedding anniversary on Tuesday, send around 750 Christmas cards each year, signed Elizabeth R. and Philip. Philip, who retired from official royal duties in 2017, sends another 200 cards to different regiments and organizations close to him.